Well, hello. Okay, bombs away. Oakland. I'm taking the bump tonight. Looking to the skipper for some guidance. Show me the way, Jay. It's your flu game. Be the man that we all know you are. We've had some things happen over the past week. A 10-game suspension. Huh. The A's not even trying for the past week. They were doing so good. An 86-second inning? What? Another ghost reason for a manager to be tossed. Hilarious. Is it too early to say Alec Bohm should be the starting third baseman in the All-Star game? No, absolutely not. The stats do not lie. All this and more on the next installment of Drunks in the Pond. Please be sure to like, follow, watch all of our socials. Let's crack open a cold one and chug on. Boys, let's do it. Jay,
Cheers.
I love you, buddy.
I love you too.
I'm sorry you're not feeling well, but I got something to make you feel a little bit better.
I'll take anything I can get.
Do you remember the Angels player, David Fletcher?
I do. He wore number 22 and he was an infielder.
Ooh, good knowledge. I like you, buddy. I'm glad we're friends. This is
Absolutely.
this is good times. Well, guess what? He's in his first year with the Braves, but he's sitting in the minors, but he's hitting a really cool 250.
That's not bad.
250? Come on, man. You can never bitch about that.
No.
I mean, it's not 275. It's not 280. 280 is like where you call someone a good player.
Yeah.
250, you're looking at someone who's like, oh yeah, dude, they're a good player, but they're not a good player. We know what they're going to do.
250 is the kind of average where it's like, okay, we can settle for that if the defense is good. If the defense is good, you'll take a 250 average. If you're hitting 250 and you suck defensively, then you're just more of a liability.
Well, I mean, what happens if you're hitting 180, you suck defensively, but you crank out 48 home runs a year?
Are you playing in the field?
Not anymore.
Well, then I have no problem with it.
All right, cool.
As long as you're not a defensive liability.
No. He's a DH now. Thanks, Kyle. So, David Fletcher, sitting in AAA, batting 250. But he also has a pair of trips to the mound.
He's pitching?
Well, yeah, I guess we could say that. All right, yeah, we'll settle on he's pitching.
Okay.
As of now, he has 2 trips to the mound with a sub-zero. I'm talking like, not Scorpion, get over here. I'm talking sub-zero. His brother? Mortal Kombat wasn't my thing. It was Street Fighter. But a sub-zero cold ERA of 0. He's got them goose eggs going.
No shit.
You know why?
No.
Because he is bringing it back.
Sexy?
No. That's Justin Timberlake's job and his job alone. And he already gave it all to Jessica Biel.
Oh.
Lucky her. I mean, lucky him.
Lucky both of them.
Yes. So, he is bringing back one of the best pitches of all time.
The old forkball?
Nope.
Oh.
The knuckleball. He is making hitters look foolish and melting knees. It is glorious. He is looking solid, but he is 100% an ice. He is an absolute ice player. He's in case of emergency, whether we're down by a lot or we're up by a lot. He is definitely not a call to the pen.
Could you imagine being down like 11-1, sitting in the dugout just waiting for your next chance to hit, and you're just like, how much worse can it possibly get? And then Gwinnett sends out David Fletcher to throw you knuckleballs, and you're just like, dude, when shit starts rolling downhill, man, it just picks up speed. You're just like, motherfucker, man, what a day this is about to be.
You know what I'm doing at that point? Coach, I think I have turf toe. We've never been on turf. Yeah, it's weird, right?
Just go full Bryce Harper versus Hobie Milner. Just put the bat on your shoulder and just watch every single fucking pitch go by. Don't even swing.
Look at everyone and go, what the fuck? Yeah.
Like, I mean, honestly, you're probably better off just not swinging. Just because you never know what a knuckleball is going to do, you may just fuck around and get walked.
I mean, a knuckleball's a drunk butterfly. Let's be serious. That's all.
You can't even really trace the movement. Like, that thing just does whatever it wants to.
Oh, absolutely. And there's nothing about it that's predictable, what you just said. But the hitter is less in the know. I'm sorry, the hitter's more in the know than the pitcher.
Yeah.
Because the hitter at least can watch it. The pitcher's like, no idea. As soon as it leaves his fingers.
You're like, dude, I don't even know where this is going, so good luck.
Dude, this is new to me. I don't know. Dude, could we see a resurgence? Because there's currently a guy in the majors with a knuckleball, and that's Matt Waldron from the Padres. Would you like to see a resurgence? Is my follow-up question.
So it's crazy to think, but it is very possible because you see a lot of players coming down with UCL injuries because they're trying to throw too hard. They're trying to do too much with movement. You know, it's a big problem in baseball. One of these pitchers may smarten up and be like, why not just bring out the old knuckleball? Why not learn the knuckle and just save my arm as best as I can? You can still keep your slider. It's no problem. You can still keep a couple other pitches.
I mean, Matt Waldron, he hits 94 on the gun, too.
Yeah, dude, just toss a knuckle once in a while.
I think it's a 4 or 5 pitch mix.
You know how much it would piss me off if Spencer Strider comes back and all of a sudden starts knuckling around and I'm like, oh, dude, this sucks. Like, first the guy's hitting 102 on the damn gun. Now he's got a knuckleball. Like, how much worse could this possibly get?
His thighs are bigger when he comes back. That would be worse.
There's no possible way. There is just no possible shot his thighs can get any bigger than they are right now.
Yeah, dude, when Atlanta's wearing their road grays, he will look like a pair of elephant trunks just fucking dangling.
You know what's funny to think about, though? Riley Green on the Tigers has already ripped 2 pairs of the Fanatics pants.
Yeah.
How many do you think Spencer Strider would have ripped by now with those enormous fucking quads?
Oh, at least a pair before every game.
Like just one quick stretch, and the next thing you know, he's wearing shorts.
I mean, what are we, 44 games into the season? 45?
Yeah, just about.
Yeah, pretty sure he's gone through probably about 60 pairs of pants.
Like, do you remember the Adidas track pants from back in the day that had the buttons up the side?
Oh, do you mean the most comfortable, best pants of all time?
People would be like, you want to race? And just rip the pants off.
Dude.
Could you imagine?
The best pants of all time.
Could you imagine Spencer Strider just being like, you want some of this? Ripping the pants off and just fucking meaty ass quads. Like, Jesus Christ, look at this dude.
He doesn't even need to rip them off. He just flexes and they're like,
yeah.
And then everyone's like, oh, dude, again? It's getting old.
He's just like, do you see these things?
Yeah, but that's when they're like, the rest of the team's like, dude, this is why we fired Jerry, who's been giving out hot dogs for 42 years for the Braves, because we had to spend all this money on your pants.
Yeah. Dude, he's definitely got some custom fit fucking pants.
Your pants are a whole salary for a year for a hot dog vendor.
It seems like Fanatics needs to get their shit together and get this problem fixed.
What are you talking about, dude? Fanatics pants cost as much as a fucking hot dog.
I ain't fucking paying for it. Fuck that.
No, dude, I'm not trying to wear those pants. I would look great, and I don't want people to feel bad. Yeah, that's basically about it on that one. But yeah, dude, how nice would it be? I mean, the last 2 knuckleballers we've seen in the majors were Tim Wakefield and R.A. Dickey. Rest
There
in
was
peace.
a guy. There was a guy from Boston a couple of years ago or so.
Stephen Wright.
Stephen Wright, that's it. Stephen Wright did have a knuckleball, but I don't know what happened.
I think
I don't think he's
less than a dozen appearances in baseball. Honestly, I mean, I should say in the majors.
I mean, that sounds about right. I don't have the stats on hand, but I don't think it's all that crazy though. No, but to follow up your point though, I would like to see
81 games in the majors.
Oh, so he's been around.
Yeah, I'm surprised. But he hasn't been in the majors since 19.
Okay, so yeah, it's been 5 years, so his career is pretty much done at this point.
Yeah, so rest in peace, Tim Wakefield. Rest in peace, Stephen Wright. Yeah. That's nice. Yeah, dude, I would love to see the knuckleball make a resurgence. I mean, we've seen some professional hitters look foolish from not real pitchers.
Yeah.
We were talking about the other day. Who was it that struck out Ohtani?
That would be current Philly Cody Clemens.
Ah, the K-Man. The K-hole.
Another infielder who just happens to throw a nasty breaking ball.
Oh, an eephus. Do you really want to call it a breaking ball?
Yeah.
Is it break or arc? Because I think there's a difference.
I would say it does a little bit of both.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, you know what? It could be both. I'm pretty sure you might be right, actually. I think they're synonyms.
I would say anything that's not coming straight in is a breaking ball. But
I mean, fastballs have break too.
Some players do have a fastball that disgustingly breaks.
Yeah, Nola has a beautiful two-seam.
So, yeah, I mean, if you could consider any pitch that moves a regular breaking ball, but I would definitely consider an eephus pitch a breaker.
All right. I mean, one of my favorites of all time was Anthony Rizzo striking out Freddie Freeman. And Freddie going, you got it, babe.
Dude. Freddie Freeman is so good for the game of baseball. It's perfect. It's going to be a damn shame when he retires.
Listen, we grew up watching, I hate admitting this, but the greatest rotation of all time, greatest trio and rotation of all time. We grew up watching that. Mm-hmm. They were in their prime. We also grew up watching Chipper Jones.
The switch hitting stud.
Absolute legend for the game. In my opinion, the best switch hitter of all time.
Okay.
In my opinion. That's a conversation for another day. We'll have a topic about this.
We'll definitely have a conversation about that.
But without a doubt. Oh, I'm also forgetting the greatest. Go ahead. Take my eyes, but not this shirt.
Sweetheart, but ultimately, yeah, that is. Oh no, not the shirt. Oh, but take my eyes, but not the shirt.
The greatest center fielder of all time, Andrew Jones.
Dude, fucking.
I can't forget him, dude. He is the GOAT center field. Sorry, Mays. Trout, whatever.
Oh, wow.
Guess what? Both of those guys played more than 140 games on average.
It's fair. No, listen, I'm a big Andrew Jones guy.
Everyone should be. Everyone should be. The guy should be in the
hell
hall.
Of a player.
He should be in the hall.
Dude, there's a lot of players who are in the hall that shouldn't be in the hall.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of players who aren't in the hall that should be. And I definitely have Andrew Jones top 3 of players who should be in there.
Oh, agreed. Fully agreed. So, back to the Braves. I still think the best Brave we've ever seen is Freddie Freeman. Best for the game, best for the sport as a whole, and on top of that, just one of the best people, period.
Freddie Freeman is a hell of a guy. I don't think there's any arguing that, and I feel like anyone that tries to argue that is just doing it for the sake of just wanting to be stupid.
They can go suck a lemon.
Well, what do I tell the doctor? Tell him to suck a lemon.
Like, Freddie Freeman is perfect for the game, and this goes back years when Freddie was still a Brave, and I think it was spring training against the Red Sox, and Chipper Jones was up in the box, and this is when Freddie was mic'd up, and Chipper was talking to him, and Freddie's just like, "Oh my god, dude! If I strike out in front of Chipper, Jesus Christ!" Just had them all laughing, and he ended up getting walked, I think, and he ended up scoring from first. Like, it was one of those clips where you're like, "My god, dude!" Like, if he was on any other team except for the Braves, I would love this dude to the end of the world. But now that you see, just like, now when you realize his career is just about done, you're like, you know what, dude, even if you were a Brave for majority of it, credit where credit's due. Hell of a player, hell of a guy. Hopefully he goes to Cooperstown.
So, as we speak, currently, we got some fighting going on.
Oh, shit.
Avert your attention to the Phils right now.
I just turned off the TV. What's going on?
We're cooking.
Weren't we just down like 6-4?
Yes, we were, but it is first and third with one out.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
I know. And that good old K-hole is back up.
Oh, no.
Cody Clemens. One more time, but he's not facing Diaz.
This team pisses me off so much. I never thought I'd see the day where I get pissed off at a first place team for fighting. But Jesus Christ, man, it's the Mets.
All I ever want to see is the Mets lose.
You're preaching to the choir, my man. We're Phillies fans.
I mean, speaking of the Phillies, as we always do, I said in the intro. Oh my
God, he missed it.
I said in the intro, our starting third baseman for the All-Star game for the NL, it has to be Alec Bohm.
No doubt.
There is no other third baseman that comes close. I mean, he fucking loves this place. I'm changing the mantra one more time. Bases juiced, one out.
Dude, do you know who's pitching right now?
I just saw it, but no, I don't.
Former Philly Jake Diekman.
Lank McGank. Whew.
They're actually pulling him, I think. Bye-bye, Deeks.
Oh, the modern Stretch Armstrong. God, is our stretch the next week?
Dude, I can't believe there was a time during the dark days of the Phillies, and we're not talking like the early 2000s. We're talking like from 13 to, what would you say, 18, 19? When Harper first came over, I guess. Holy shit. Do you remember some of the relievers we had during those times?
Oh, Jay, random Philly now.
Michael Schwimmer.
Oh, I'll tell you one better, and I'll give you another Michael.
Lorenzen.
Zagurski.
Oh, hold on. I got the flu coughs right now. Dude, big Mike Zagurski. Oh my God.
Absolute too much milk in the coffee. Absolute legend. He looked like someone's vanilla latte walking on the mountain. His hair was bleach blonde, and it just had a little bit of flow underneath the hat. But it had the curls. But also, he was pushing 280.
Dude, the first time I seen him running out of that bullpen, top two buttons undone, no undershirt, easily pushing 280. And I was like, this dude is a boss.
Oh, like, dude, dude, with his two buttons undone, you saw his titty, everything, dude. Like, he was out, dude. He was a thick boy.
You got the whole scene with Mike Zagurski. Now I'm highly debating going to like a team store and being like, give me a Mike Zagurski costume. And they're like, who? Like, who are you asking for?
We've only made one of these in the past, and that was for Mike Zagurski.
I tell you what, now, my favorite reliever, and I thought he was going to be a genuine stud.
Good luck.
And the best name in baseball, J.D. Hammer.
Dude.
What
happened?
He had the wild thing. He had the glasses. He had the name.
He was the next Vanimal.
he had everything but the confidence, man.
Dude, it's like he got sent out of the minors and then just absolutely deleted. Was he one of the people on Epstein's flight log? Because I would like to know where he went. Because he disappeared.
So I remember it was a Phillies game. He got tagged for like 5 or 6 runs.
Yeah,
And-
a rookie move.
Dude, I felt so bad because, hold on, 0-2 count to Schwarber, first and third, and, I gotta let it hit you. But I remember the manager went out, pulled him, and the camera panned to him in the dugout, and he was just like shaking, crying. I was like, oh man, like, I was like,
Ooh.
that's gonna ruin him.
Ooh, a little bit of Zach Greinke early career.
Fucking Schwarber, man. God damn it.
Horrible anxiety. Ooh.
It was bad, man. I think the Phillies released him at the end of the year, and he just never caught back on, which is a shame because when I first saw that dude, I was like, that is the name of a 500 save closer.
Absolutely it is. But also, good try, Phils. We're glad we were there with you.
Dude, we still took 3 or 4 from the fucking Mutts.
I don't care, dude. Fuck them. The Mets suck. I hope they all fight a raccoon in the fucking hallway.
Like, hell yeah, guys, way to take 1 of 4. All right, here we go. Now we're cooking. Fucking bums. Whatever.
Don't you dare.
That's what she said. Don't you dare.
But it's cool. I appreciate it. But yeah, like I was saying, Alec Boehm, you fucking love this place.
Love him.
Dude, we should, man. Even though my girlfriend says his fingers look like E.T.
Very ET-esque.
He's got very long fingers. I mean, he's the tallest guy on the team.
Oh, by far.
Not by far, but by at least 2 inches.
He's
But yeah.
definitely-
We're talking about a
He's pretty
third
big.
baseman who's 6'6". Not common.
You don't see that nowadays.
No. And when we were growing up, they were all built like Roland.
Yeah, like 5'11".
6'1",
Like one.
max.
Yeah.
But brick shit houses. Guys who look like they were retired cops. Yeah.
There's one
you didn't
player.
expect that.
There's one player that immediately fits the bill of what you described, and you'll agree 100%. All I can think of is like 5'10" brick shit house, Dan Ugla.
Jesus Christ. The guy's
Dude.
forearms are the size of a Volkswagen Bug.
Dude, he was skinny one year, showed up to spring training, was ripping his jersey. I was like, look at this. I was like, look at this guy. And, dude, it's insane. He got fucking jacked. Dude, when he showed up to spring training, they should have had a steroid test ready and waiting for him. They're like, there ain't no way you're clean. There ain't no shot.
Dude just sat in the off season with a weight brace, just doing this. And
Dude.
everyone's like, what are you doing? He goes, ready. Yeah, dude. The last time the Phillies had a starting third baseman in the All-Star game, Roland.
Jesus, has it really been that long?
Name another third baseman that was worthy since Roland.
Polanco.
Didn't start. Not as a third baseman.
Feliz during the 08 year was fucking solid.
Did not make the All-Star game.
Love Pedro Feliz.
Year one with you.
Yo, I give mass respect. He caught he got the last out for holidays no in Florida.
I mean, yeah, he was a much better defender than hitter.
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
His hitting wise does not deserve to be in the All-Star game.
No.
Fielding, he is, in my opinion, an Edmundo Sosa with a little bit more pop.
Yeah, he's hitting the fucking. Talk about a guy tearing the cover off the ball right now.
Sosa, man. What a pickup. DD throwing out that, what the fuck are you picking up this guy from St. Louis? He's batting $194 for his career. Guess what? The dude's going to become a Philadelphia legend.
Dude, let me tell you something.
In my opinion, he already is.
Let me tell you something. The bitches love Sosa.
Yeah, my girlfriend says he's one of the hottest people on the team because how many Latin guys do you see with freckles?
That's a great point. I don't know. All right.
Yep, you lost that one.
Talking handsome Phillies here. I gotta tell you, man.
You got to go Schwartz. Schwartz number one. Got to give love to the big guys.
Nah.
Dad bods are in.
Are you going to tell me that Kyle Schwarber is better looking than Bryce Harper? Really? Are you really doing this right now?
Bryce Harper's not my cup of tea. He is the peak of physical fitness. I have never been the peak of anything except how many times I've been to the bathroom for drinking or been to the bathroom for drinking. That is peak physical fitness for me.
Like that. Harper's definitely one.
In fairness, you also can't ignore Nicky Cass.
Very handsome guy.
Nicky Two Buttons? Come on, man. The dude's sexy as hell.
There was a photo that went on Instagram, and for some reason it's trending again, of Nick Castellanos' family on Halloween. Nick went as Aladdin. His wife went as Jasmine, obviously.
Sure.
And Liam, his son, went as the genie.
That's awesome.
Someone said that it was cool of Nick Castellanos' son to go as the guy from Arrested Development. I started dying.
As Tobias.
Tobias Funke. Dude,
that's amazing.
Killed me. One of the funniest things I've ever read.
I love it. I really do. That is amazing because in case any of our listeners out there don't realize, it might be Jay and I's favorite TV show.
Love Arrested Development.
Well, we've referenced it quite a few times.
Yes. Yeah, we have.
And I truly do think it is the most underrated style of writing that anyone could do. It is stupid, hilarious, perfection.
I mean, see, the thing is that like the writing, as perfect as it is, you have to have the actors and actresses who can pull it off.
And they nail it.
If you don't have the right cast of people, it's not going to hit as hard. But dude, the casting that they had for that show was absolutely
perfection.
Perfect. They couldn't have done it any better. Loved every minute of them.
Let's go back to E.T. figures. Alec Bohm. This Slenderman is hitting. I can't even say that with a straight face.
That was good.
Dude, he's an absolute legend. Like, I do love him. And the main reason I consider him a legend is because of what he did after those botched, 4 hours in one game? 3?
I thought it was like 3 in an inning.
3 in the inning, where he just like shit the bed hardcore, and everyone's like, bad. Fucking send him down. The whole crowd's just snapping at him. You got people who are ready. Thankfully, we don't do glass bottles anymore. You got people who are just calling for his head and saying, burn him at the stake. And he goes and stares at stared at the pitcher and goes, I fucking hate this place because of what we did to him. Yep. The next night he comes out, he shows up, he hits a home run, or does something else awesome. It's been many years, and I've had many beers since, but he is absolutely for this city now. He fucking loves this city now. You can't bitch about it. The dude, for the past 2 years, has been, in my opinion, currently, what a 4-hitter should be. You drive in runs. I don't need my 4-hitter to be a 40 home run guy. I don't need my 4-hitter to be a 30 home run guy. I need my 4-hitter to have 100 RBIs plus a solid average, and on top of that, demolish. And I'm not talking like Hamas, Israel demolish. I'm talking Hiroshima demolish. I'm talking where you demolish with runners in scoring position. And that's all Bohm does. The dude's hitting close to 400 runners in scoring position. You can't get better than that. Like,
My,
it's incredible what he's doing. The dude has turned it around. He's an absolute stud. He's still young as hell, and there's nothing that anybody in our organization can do about it. Sorry, Jay. I know you love Aiden Miller. Aiden Miller's going to be trade bait because we need to re-sign and long-term Alec Bohm. This kid has something he will have.
It's funny you bring that up because I'm going to jump right into this. The good news is that we're going to have Aiden Miller and Alec Bohm on this team together. Do you want to know how it's going to work?
I would love to know. Is it when Schwarber's gone, Alec Bohm becomes the DH? Or Bryce Harper becomes the DH?
There you go. When Schwarber's gone, which I'm giving him maybe a couple more years, depending on how he continues to progress. Harper obviously battles injuries. I mean, he's getting into the later part of his career. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit more of a problem for him.
Sure.
Best thing you can do, put him in the DH role. It's like, you know what, dude? You've been great for us, but we need you to focus on hitting now.
Oh, which is crazy, though, because you can't have someone with that peak athleticism be only a hitter.
Well, but here's the good thing. You still have a couple years or so until Aiden Miller's ready. I doubt we'll see Aiden Miller until there goes Rich again. I doubt we'll see Aiden Miller before 2026. And by that time, what I'm thinking is by the time Aiden Miller's ready, you're going to be able to put Harper at DH. Bohm can just slide to first, where he's already put in time. Welcome back, Rich. And then Aiden Miller just slides right in the third. And with that, perfectly fine with that. And by hopefully that time, the outfield may look a little different because Castellanos also getting up there. You could probably slide Marsh or Rojas over.
Yeah, we have Castellanos till what, 26?
26 maybe. And by that point, I would be genuinely surprised if Crawford wasn't ready, if he's still on the team.
Well, this is Schwarber's final year, correct? We signed him to a 3-year deal.
Yeah, that would be correct. So, yeah, he's going into his last year.
We have to re-sign him.
I'd give him another 1 or 2.
He's getting a 3 minimum.
Let's check something real quick.
He's getting a 3 minimum. You can't expect a guy who's done what he's done, average aside, defense aside. Has he not given you 100 RBIs? Has he not given you 40-plus home runs for the past 2 years? Go ahead. Cast that one out to sea. Burn that one at the stake. Go ahead. I would like to see, who would you replace that with?
What, Schwarber's numbers?
Yes.
In the DH spot?
Yeah. Or
Harper.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying his exact numbers. If this is Moneyball all again, you can't replace the exact numbers, but you also can't ignore what he's done. And it's
I'm not saying you got to ignore it.
It's also not about contract either, because we're not fucking the A's. We won't just give up on someone because of money.
Do you know who our general manager is? The dude. The dude will spend money anywhere he can.
Yes, which is why we won't give up on him. That's why I think Aiden Miller, straight up Mason Miller, done.
That ain't gonna happen straight up.
I would fucking do it in a heartbeat. If I was the A's,
listen,
you get your next Mac Chapman.
As dumb as we call Oakland and their front office, if they put that trade right in front of them and Oakland was like, okay, deal, we would legit be fucking finessing that entire team.
Fine. Oh, no. I don't want to do that. But also, fine.
Ow.
You're okay, handsome.
They're not going to take Aiden Miller straight up. They're going to ask for...
I would give him Aiden Miller and Mick Abel.
Mick Abel's struggling this year. He's struggling bad so far.
Mick Abel's looking like absolute. Not good.
I think he'll figure it out.
But yeah, like...
we talked about the farm system last week a little bit, and obviously the Phillies have some pieces down there that they can easily move to get Mason Miller. It's just...
I've seen several offers of rumors And your boy, your little 18-year-old little sweet boy.
Don't you put his name out there, Rich.
He's been mentioned. He's been mentioned by 3 different potential articles of proposals.
I do not want to trade. I will follow that sweet boy to the ends of the world.
Where's he going to play?
In my heart.
The heart does go on.
We'll
go on. I can't Celine Dion. I'm too fat.
You know, maybe he steps into Edmundo Sousa's role when the time comes.
Great. Let's bring up a fucking hot prospect and make him a bench player.
Platoon him. I'm fine with it.
With who?
You can platoon with anyone. Turner's going to be up there by the time he comes around.
And what happens with Turner? So his contract is worthy of him sitting on the bench?
No, I'm not saying I'm not saying bench him.
So where does he play when Harper's the DH? See, we have log jammed once again like 08.
I hate the log jams because it always screws us.
But that's how baseball is. Unfortunately, that's how contracts are in baseball.
Well, that's the problem with going out and buying all like the top players in free agency is that you forget the prospect.
You got to overpay. You got to overhear.
And then you're just like, all right, well, we don't need this guy because we have him. And by the time this guy's ready, we'll still have him. It's like, all right. So, I mean, listen, I understand that there might be a trade for Mason Miller in the future. Hopefully with the Phillies.
It should be this season because, let's face it.
It'll definitely be this season. Oakland's going to... Oh, with the way he's pitching, Oakland would be stupid not to start drawing offers.
Are you kidding me? They could get their next Barry Zito, their next Tim Hudson, their next Eric Chavez, Aiden Miller. They can get all of that.
Yeah, no doubt.
So let me finish this thought for our absolute freakishly tall Alec Boehm.
Can't believe we're still on this.
The gentleman is hitting .331 with 35 RBIs. Actually, 36 after tonight. He is 5th in the NL in hits. Might be 4th now with 54, I think, after night. Tied for the lead in 2 baggers was Shohei with 16. You're tied with Shohei a month and a half in the season in anything, you're doing something right. He's 7th in on-base percentage and slugging. What more does the kid have to do for anyone in his lanky frame or gross body need to be told that he's the top third baseman in the NL? Because Arenado's on the decline. If Arenado's the starting third baseman, we need to stop fan voting.
Arenado should not be anywhere near the All-Star game this year. If you're picking 2 third basemen, I'm fine with just taking Boehm and Riley.
Riley's having a down season too. Riley's super mid.
I'm not gonna lie. This flu's fucking me up. I'm struggling to think of third baseman in the NL right now.
Yeah. So is the NL. Because the only option is Alec Boehm.
Maybe Matt Chapman backs him up. Uh-huh.
Another guy who's having a down year.
I mean, Boehm's leading the pack by a mile.
Dude, it's more than a mile. He takes 3 steps. It's been a mile. Like, I love the kid. I do. I think he's one of the most talented players we've brought up in our system in many years.
Mm-hmm. I'd agree.
We have him and Stott at the same exact time. This is circa early 2000s when we had Rollins and Utley. Excluding Howard, because, let's face it, the Phillies fucked up and brought him up way too late.
Mm-hmm.
You don't bring up a 27-year-old rookie and he wins the MVP the next year. And the Rookie of the Year. Like, it's just... Thankfully, we're bringing up young players when they're young. And they're not at the point where they voted in 3 elections. That's 12 years for you kids out there. So, Jay, You asked me a question earlier, and I completely forgot what it was. I would love for you to just hit me with it again. What were you talking about
boy.
earlier?
I asked what's better, 1% or 2% milk, but
Neither, because I don't know what the other 99 or 98% is.
That's
It's
fair.
whole milk and whole milk only.
Was it the question about Houston?
It was.
So my question to you was last time I checked the standings, the Houston Astros had climbed out of the cellar for the first time this year.
They have.
And now my question to you is, would you still consider them a threat this season, or do you think it's, like JoJo says, too little too late?
Rest in peace, JoJo's career. I am more than likely going to say you can't count out a former winner.
Okay.
You know that they have the drive, they have the understanding. That team hasn't changed much in the past couple years. They got rid of Verlander, then got Verlander back. The infield has largely stayed the same. Their outfield, solid as it is. I mean, Kyle Tucker, he might be the AL MVP at this point in time. It's
fair.
It's tough. I mean, Altuve is Altuve. Do I like the guy? No. Do I like what he does in the field as a short king? Sure.
Short Kings unite.
The kid's got talent. Well, I should say the man, because he's what, 42 now? Just
somewhere along those lines.
Yeah, dude. He's every time I look at Altuve, I feel like he's late for a guild meeting for the Lollipop Guild. Except he was the only one of color represented, so he just showed up and was like, "I'm here," and they were like, "Dude, why are you so far north?" And he went, "Don't open my shirt. There's buzzers. I just got a new tattoo." I mean, what? Yeah.
That new tattoo still no one has ever seen.
My wife has not seen it either. I feel like the first thing you do when you get a new tattoo is you show your significant other.
When I get tattoos, I put it right on Instagram to shit on everybody, but it usually never works because I only get like 1 or 2 likes, and it's usually from my mom and my grandmother.
Me too.
It's just a luck of the draw, I guess.
Great. I'm one of the pretty women in your life. Fuck. I love you, kid. You little shit.
Thanks, Grandma.
Well, hi, Grandma. Well, self-depreciating fuck. You know I love you.
So,
all right. So, do I think the Astros... Do I think their window is past of being a competitive team? Do I think they've made it out of the basement? Yes and yes. I think their window has closed on being that top tier team because their pitching's kind of in shambles currently.
Yes.
But I'll get back to that in a second. Their hitting, I mean, they still have great talents. I mean, Alec Bregman, that dude, Alex. Sorry, he's not Alec Bohm. He's Alex Bregman. That little, lovely little Israelite. I actually, for a long time, I wanted to call him one of my favorite players in baseball because he is a scrappy fucking player. And then I saw him play in the Home Run Derby. I'm sorry. I saw him hit in the Home Run Derby in Cleveland. Dude, you should have said fucking no. Why would you even consider trying to be in a Home Run Derby in Cleveland when you're a right-hander?
Yeah, that's poor planning. I mean,
No, it's not poor planning.
well,
It
I mean,
told
unless
me
Yeah.
that he's full of himself. And he can do it
Yeah.
all. You're a line drive home run hitter. That wall is 6 of you.
probably more.
It might be. Dude, he is a solid player, but I saw cockiness and arrogance instead of competitiveness.
Yeah,
So it's like, dude, some of the best hitters, some of the best homer hitters pass up on the homer derby because they're like, it's just not for me. Like, I know what I do, but you decided to go to a field where you shouldn't be hitting home runs in left field. I like, I just lost a little bit of like, not respect, but like confidence in the player that he is. Like,
yeah,
it's almost like he didn't realize what he was doing, so it was a little bit of arrogance. But like, Pena has been dog shit since the World Series.
yeah. He's been in the fucking gutter.
Dude, he's been less than subpar. Like,
It's been bad.
oh, he's been Freddie Galvis if Freddie Galvis started today. Bad.
Yeah,
Like, it's been a long time since I've seen a player who had such a fucking hot postseason, a really good end to a season, and then all of a sudden they're showing up for the next year and year and 2 months. Well,
Yeah.
year and 2 months in total. And you're looking, I'm like, dude, do you baseball? Are you Javi Baez? Did you forget what baseball is? Which is comical and slightly disgusting. Would I like to see the Astros do better? No. No. I look at them the same way I look at the Mets. I don't. They all smell like potentially 6-day-old garbage in August.
yeah. I'll tell you what, my favorite thing about the Astros is when you look at the standings, they're in 4th place, right? So you would think that they're pretty far back. They're only 5.5 games out of first. Like, if you look at other 4th place teams in the league, like the Mets are 10 games behind the Phillies. The Reds are 8 behind the Brewers. The Giants are 9 behind the Dodgers. So it's like, as bad as Houston's been to start the year, they're far from out of it, and they could easily go on a fucking run here, which is insane.
Like I said, they have that competitive mindset. They have that ability to. The team's majority veterans.
Yeah.
They have that ability to just show up and show out. Like, they're not just going to shove out, because that's, in fairness, none of their competitive spirit. They're a solid team of people. Will it happen? Time will tell. I mean, do I think they're going to miss the playoffs? Probably not. I mean, we all know that the AL West and just the AL wild card is going to be an absolute clusterfuck coming out of the season.
I will tell you what, though. Do you want a surprise? Because I think you're going to like this one.
Yes, please.
Do you remember your hot take for the year?
That the the Chicago White Sox are going to be the worst team in baseball.
I am proud to announce to all 5 Chicago White Sox fans, you are no longer currently the worst team in Major League Baseball.
Is it the Marlins?
Shout out to the 4 Miami Marlins fans for following their team into the gutter with a hot record of 13-32. Currently 8.5 games out, and big surprise here, they're actually on a 2-game winning streak.
Ooh.
So hey, we got to fight for last.
Oh, wait. Jay, are you getting that?
I am hearing something in my left ear.
Oh, we're getting some fantastic news from... Okay. Yeah, all right. Wow. A wild Pokemon sighting. Joe has emerged with some breaking news.
Oh my god.
Joe.
My
I am
god.
very happy. I would love to hear from Joe. How about you? Should we pass it over to Joe?
Let's fucking kick it to him. What are we waiting for?
Greetings and salutations, friends. This is the third member of the Drunks in the Pond podcast, Joe. Recently recovered from whatever illness Jay and Rich made up for me for the past few weeks. So I am going to start contributing to the podcast by doing different segments that I hope you guys are going to enjoy. Some crazy, wacky ones. Again, just really hope you guys enjoy it. The one weekly one that we're going to start here with our maiden voyage is called 3 Up, 3 Down. And I'm going to give you 3 of my tops and 3 of my bottoms of a specific topic. Pretty simple, right? So as you can see, I am rocking my Philadelphia Phillies City Connect hat. A lot of City Connect jerseys been announced recently. I know that everybody except for, I believe the A's and the Yankees have come out with their City Connect jerseys. So I thought it would be a good time to give you my 3 favorites and my 3 least favorites of the City Connect jerseys. Let me know what you guys think, which ones you love, which ones you don't love, and hopefully we're going to have some great debates over this. So we're going to start with the 3 Up. No particular order. I'm basing these a lot on basic styles. Took into account separately like the hat, the jersey, the pants, the originality of the jerseys, kind of how they all go together, and kind of base them on a scale like that. So a lot of mediocre ones out there, but again, 6 stand up among the crowd right now. We'll start with the top 3. No particular order. The first one is the Cincinnati Reds. That black on red is just absolutely sexy. Just the red and the letters on the names in the back of the jersey just pop out. I do not like the fact that they're kind of getting lazy with these pants. Like basically everybody has black pants in these City Connect jerseys. With the Reds jerseys, it just works. I like the outline of the red and the white together on that. The one thing that I kind of don't like is on their hat. They have that red line here, but the logo's amazing. So they get one of the top spots for me. The next one is the Padres. At first, I did not like these jerseys at all, but it was a bold move by going with the bright pink and the really light green or whatever color that is. I kind of wish that it wasn't on white main jerseys, but they pop. They're extremely original, and it was a bold choice by going with those. And the hat, as you can see, I have quite the collection of hats right now. I've been going back and forth about getting that Padres hat. I'm leaning towards yes, because I do like that. I think it's a seafoam green and the pink that stands out. It's a really cool look. And third up, they recently came out. I love the Tampa Bay Rays ones. They just, for a team that doesn't get anybody to go to their ballpark, man, they have some great jerseys, probably the best jerseys overall in Major League Baseball. And I'd have to really think about that to confirm or deny. But the neon green in there is great. Jay told me, and I haven't seen it yet, that if the Rays hit a home run, you see they kind of pop out, like it kind of glows in the dark. That's awesome. I love how they incorporated the skateboarding cult following, I think is the best way to put that, for those jerseys. I like the gray. Again, they just didn't go with the black pants. The hat's great. That purple pops, the logo pops. Just an all-around phenomenal City Connect jersey. So kudos to those 3. Now, the bottom 3, just not great in my opinion. Starting off with the Texas Rangers. First of all, I don't know what that logo is. It just looks like something my 2-year-old daughter made. Really, the jerseys overall just kind of look like something that a old man beer league softball team would buy for $40 on East Bay, or I don't even know if East Bay's still around, but some kind of jersey company. Just the cream colored jerseys, I'm okay normally, but just blah. The hats are blah. Again, black pants. I kind of sounding hypocritical because I do like the Reds black pants, but these ones are just the black and the cream kind of don't really match for me. And again, the logo's just atrocious. So they get a bottom 3. Also, the Dodgers I put on this list, no originality really whatsoever. Like, they've had blue jerseys before. You just put a Los in front of the Dodgers. I get obviously the huge Hispanic heritage in the area. I get that. Kudos to them for doing that. But you just slapped a Los on top of your normal jersey and then blue. There's a rumor that they're getting different ones and they kind of scrap these. From what I saw, they're not much better, but these just the ones they have right now are just they're just not good. There's no thought process whatsoever, in my opinion, on those. And then finally, the bottom third would be the San Francisco Giants. Just looks like a creamsicle. Again, another set of jerseys that look like they could have been bought from some kind of shop for an old man softball team for $40. They're just unoriginal. They don't stand out. They're just mediocre, or not even mediocre. They're worse than that because obviously they made the bottom 3. They're just not great. Just not a big fan of those jerseys. And yeah, that's my bottom 3 and my top 3. So that is again the inaugural portion of Joe's 3 Up 3 Down. I'm going to do a bunch of other topics coming down the pipeline. If you guys have any ideas of things you want me to cover, just let me know. And with that, that'll end the inning. Cheers.
So, I have something funny. When was the last time you had 86 seconds and felt accomplished? Wait. Answer that properly. We're not family friendly, but we're not rated M.
86 seconds and felt accomplished. I mean, Rich, I'm not gonna lie, buddy. You got me in a fucking pretzel right now.
Have you ever heard of Aaron Nola?
I would certainly hope so. He pitches for my favorite team.
Yes. Well, he pitched a literal gem. There's 2 numbers that stand out to me. 323 and 202. What are those 2 numbers, you ask? 323. It's the total number of no-hitters in MLB history. 323. We're also going back over 100+ years. That's
long time.
Pretty amazing. That's how rare that is. When there's over, 5,000 innings a year? It's more than that, right? Easily. Yeah. I don't know the actual number. I mean, I should, but I didn't do my research.
That's happens to the best of us.
202. It's hard to imagine that there's a rarer feat besides a perfect game than a no-hitter. I mean, the most rare feat in baseball is a 4-homer game. Actually, no, I take that back. The most rare feat in baseball is the 2 home runs in 1 inning. Correct. I knew that.
Just 2 basic home runs or
2 grand slams.
There you go. Do you remember who did it?
That little cheating fucking long-haired bitch Fernando Tatis' dad.
Senor Tatis.
Ugh.
Papa Tots.
He was fine. But his son. Ugh. Ugh. But let's just talk about this.
Okay.
Aaron Nola. He flirted with a no-hitter until the 6th inning. I didn't mention what 202 is, did I? No, I didn't.
No.
202 is the total number of 3
Drei Gläser.
Inglourious Bastards callback. 3. The German 3. So I don't get killed in the German bar.
Yeah.
It is the total number of 3-pitch innings in MLB history.
Are you serious?
202 times.
Holy shit.
There's been 323 no-hitters, but 202 3-pitch innings in baseball.
Dude, I'll tell you what, you could easily chalk up another 200 on top of that for how many times I swing first pitch in MLB The Show. Because
you get 3-pitch innings 6 times a game.
I'm breaking
I get
records
3-pitch
left
innings
and
9 times a game. I'm like, oh, that looks great. Fuck. Dude, it's an even more rare feat by stats. An even more impressive feat when you consider the first hit of the game for the Mets was of the inning to be a 3-pitch inning. Picture this. A runner gets on due to a hit. Does he get shaken? No. We did not have Nola syndrome this game. We did not have that implosion inning, which kind of just derails and spirals him down. So he looks like a curly fry that's not fully cooked.
we usually call that the Toyota RAV4 inning.
That's fair. Fair. But he literally gave up a hit, and the very next pitch was a line out to first.
Did he double him up?
Nope. That is
Ooh.
2 pitches for the inning.
And got one
So that
out.
means there is still a player on first and 1 out. The next pitch is a double play to short and a beautiful toss to second, and then it was to third because it was boom, fire into Stott, and then Stott absolutely just JD hammer throwing it to first. And it's an absolute out on Pete Alonso. The first 3-pitch inning I can recall seeing.
Yeah. Someone could pull up a video and be like, you don't remember this one? And I'll look at him and be like, dude, no, I'm sorry. Like, I genuinely don't.
Yeah. I don't recall seeing one in my lifetime. But, I literally spent almost 25 minutes today looking through different articles and different YouTube videos, different TikToks, and even Instagram, which is not a great search engine, of trying to find videos of 3-pitch innings. And I couldn't find any because I guess people don't care about baseball. But, that inning was also less than a minute and a half. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Take that shit, MLB. You want to fucking shorten games and make them faster? Fucking Aaron Nola one-upped you tremendously.
Could you... My favorite part of that is, could you imagine, you're sitting there watching the game, obviously, you're like, all right, the Mets are coming up to bat. I'm going to run and grab a fucking hot dog real quick. You're walking down the steps, and all you hear is 1 hit, no runs, no errors, Phillies up to bat, and you're like, huh?
I just got out of my seat.
Like, what the hell just happened?
I'm sitting in the 18th seat in the row, and it's 36 deep. So I literally have both sides. I literally have to go all the way both sides. Which one do I choose? I'm in a full row. I'm in the only full row in this section. Fuck.
You're sitting there walking back to your seat, and there's just one guy in a chair just like, you're like, what the hell happened? He's like, 3 fucking pitches. They didn't take a single goddamn pitch. They got a hit, and it's still 3 pitches, and you're just like, dude, we're losing this game.
Wait a minute. They got a hit and 2 more pitches end of the inning? What the fuck? Yep.
That would piss me off.
Dude, it's incredible. It's the definition of efficiency.
It's funny to think about, too, because this is the second time bringing them up. Could you imagine, the 2015 Phillies doing that? Dude, we would have been fucking throwing beer bottles across the room. This fucking team sucks.
Dude, what, if they got the 3-pitch inning on the 2015 Phillies?
Yeah, if the 2015 Phillies would have pulled a Mets, swung at 3 pitches, and just gave him a fucking easy inning.
Oh, dude, you know where you would have found me?
Like we would
You would have found me hanging by my neck in my fucking closet.
We would have rioted. We would have rioted so hard.
Dude, I would just would have literally opened up my back window and just throw a beer bottle at the neighbor's car. Like it's like I don't care. See what happened? It'd be like, yeah, that's cool.
Like we went through so much torture during those years.
Dude, like
it was beautiful though. We had so
honestly,
much fun.
just we did not. Shut up. We did
I had
not.
a good time.
I don't remember a lot of it because I was way past drinking age, and I definitely did plenty of that to those games.
Like by fun, I mean just the random players we brought onto this team as like, can you help us? And they're like, I guess. Like we had Ty Wigginton playing third base at one point, and then we had Brian Schneider catching.
Quick, random Philly.
Oh, I'm trying to give you a very fucking obscure one. Give me fucking Pat Burrell. That's not obscure at all. I paused. Damn it! How
can you say the guy who's fathered more than 80% of this city's white kids? You asshole!
I meant Tyler Goodell.
Oh, okay. That's pretty rare and odd.
I told you I was going for obscure.
If it was me, I would have said Wes Helms.
Oh, that Wes Helms. Wow, that's a fucking crazy one.
I mean, if you want to talk about rare, let's not talk about Pat Burrell's kids. Because there's one DNA test would fucking ruin the city.
One DNA test would ruin Delaware County.
One trip to the Clam Tavern, he literally impregnated 80% of this fucking city. Or this county.
The Clam Tavern. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's where all the Flyers went in the 90s. Lindros, LeClaire, Recchi, they all used to walk out of their fucking trash, hop into a Lincoln Town car, and go back down to the city.
Gotta love it.
Who doesn't like clams in Clifton?
I'll tell you what they do. I hate we're talking about this. They do have good crab meat
mac and cheese,
like crab meat potato skins. Oh,
I knew you were going to go something baby food wise where it's mac and cheese or potato skins, something like that.
I love potato skins, dude. I'm a slut for some good skins.
Huh?
Okay.
I should have put potato. I'm sorry.
Yeah, please. This isn't Fortnite. But let's really dive into how magical baseball is. This is a sport that will forever give us moments like this, where you see a 3-pitch inning before you see a perfect game or a no-hitter this year. Well, the no-hitter earlier this year is apparently potentially under dispute now. Do you remember the no-hitter at the beginning of the year, Jay?
Oh, dude, you're asking a lot of my brain.
Yeah, you're kind of a you're kind of swimming in a pool of Jello right now.
Dude,
you're not going far.
You're asking a horse with a broken leg to run the Kentucky Derby, right?
Shoot him like a horse. Shoot him like a horse. He should be glue.
Sorry, Thunder. I gotta put you down. How's your leg, huh? How's your leg? You ready to race? Huh?
All right.
Hold on. I want to guess. I want to see if I can get the brain going here. Can I get a division?
AL West.
AL West. All right. Oh, it's Houston. Houston throw it.
Do you remember who threw it?
I believe his name is Ronald Reagan.
Ooh, no, unfortunately. If you could not make this podcast, that was unfortunately going to be the cartel that kidnapped you. But no. Ronald Blanco.
That's it.
He has made some news within the past 48 hours. This gentleman, and he used the term loosely, he has been suspended for 10 games. Dun dun. That's Special Victims Unit. He didn't touch anyone.
Yeah.
But yeah, an Astro caught cheating. Go figure.
Yeah, it's been a while, but it's not something we're not used to.
That was what, 17, right?
17.
Yeah. No way, right? Another Astro? A 10-game suspension has been handed down by the powers that be. Sticky residue was found in his glove in the 4th inning. He told the umps it was rosin, and the umps flat out said, "This is not rosin." The umps legit looked at him and said, "This is not rosin." I wish I was not quoting that, but they looked at him and said, "Shut the fuck up, you're wrong."
Like, why are you lying?
Yeah,
He's like, I don't know.
they literally went, "Dickhead, no." And he went, "All right." So, like, the Astros GM, Dana Brown. He's pretty, Dana.
It's a very cute name.
He literally said, "Raul sweats profusely." Yeah, that's literally the sentence that he said.
Wow. He
He
sweats
said-
profusely.
He sweats profusely. So, listen, I understand that it was rosin, or potentially rosin. The glove has been sent out to get tested, allegedly. We won't officially know. But also, do we know what happened? Do. The big thing is the fact that they're not disputing any of this. He's not appealing his suspension. The Astros GM flat out said, "Well, all right, let's move on." Yeah, that's basically exactly what he said. I'm not paraphrasing by much. I'm just surmising it. That's all he said. Yep, let's just move on.
My favorite thing with the Astros is whenever they get caught doing something wrong and the lights come on, they come up with the dumbest excuse. Like in 2017, the lights came on. They were like, "Why was Jose Altuve grabbing his shirt? Was there a buzzer in there?" And they're like, "He got a tattoo." Has anyone ever seen this fucking tattoo?
I mean, you know what? This may be problematic for me to say. I think the biggest thing is, are we sure that Altuve isn't tattoo? Deplane.
Oh my god.
He's not as fat, but come on.
Like it just cracks me up because now we're in the same situation. Houston's in trouble again. The lights come on, and the dude's like, he sweats profusely, and everyone's like, "Really? Is that what you had?"
He's a pitcher in Texas,
and he's sweating. Color me shocked.
I mean this in the
what are we
nicest possible
doing
way.
here?
No, I mean this in the nicest possible way. The dude's darker than fucking dark chocolate. And you're saying he sweat profusely in Texas underneath lights in a fucking dome stadium.
I don't know anyone that wouldn't sweat.
So does the guy whose skin color is 2% milk.
It's like everyone's fucking sweating in here, man. Shit sucks.
Like, the dude's not huge. Ronald Blanco's a normal, average-looking guy. And then you look at anybody else. I remember back in the day, Craig Counsell used to go through 3 T-shirts under his fucking jersey a game.
That's insane, bro. Just take
Craig
the shirts
Counsell.
off. Just go straight jersey. Dude, undo the top 2 buttons. Get sexy with it and just fucking play ball.
Yeah, but not when you can count how many chest hairs he has.
Dude, just clean shave it then. Go model.
No, you can still do that on Craig Counsell. The dude is like a prepubescent teen who's grown up and people are like, wait, that guy's an MLB manager now? Oh, like, I love Craig Counsell. The dude is awesome. But he is absolutely a kid that just gets accidentally knocked into a locker by Tom Holland and Spider-Man.
That's right.
I mean, look at him. But you look at this argument from the Astros GM. He sweats a lot. So is that the combo that you just can't have now? Because I know a lot of pitchers. I've heard this from professional catchers and professional pitchers. A lot of pitchers will put rosin on their forearm and right at their wrist on their glove hand to prevent sweat from seeping down to their glove, so their glove gets heavier and filled with sweat and soaked and legit looks like Katrina. Like they just found a glove in Hurricane Katrina. Like that's the last thing you want is a wet, heavy glove. No matter what position. But then you're looking at this and you're like, but why is it that every other pitcher can do it and then he gets called out for it? Because they're saying that it's sticky substance.
There's got to be something else to it.
Rosin's behind the mound for every stadium. So, like, with the non-appealing of this and a team's history where you look at them and go, yeah, okay, you weren't cheating? Okay. Like, do you want to believe it? Not for nothing. I mean, it seems awfully sus to me. Like, yeah, I got caught. Let's move on. It like this is also the same pitcher who threw a hitter on April 1st.
Yeah.
Who's the fool? Is it us?
It's probably us.
Fuck!
It's got to be us.
Shitballs. Do we want to continuously act like the Astros are ever going to change? Or do we want to ever actually think that baseball is going to change? Where teams that continuously do wrong or have stupid shit, like you look back in the mid-2000s when the Phillies and the Yankees were in the playoffs and going to the World Series that year, you get A-Rod who does the ha at third base.
Yeah.
And what do you get this year? You get Judge, who's 6'17", and he puts his hand up and smacks a double play out the air, and he gets no repercussions.
Yeah,
What's more cheating to you? Rosin on the wrist and potentially being sticky because it's mixed with sweat? Or a guy who's blatantly 6'38" and he literally does this and knocks the ball out of the air to end a double play when he shouldn't be able to do that, no matter what?
No,
What's more cheating to you, in your opinion, honestly?
In my unprofessional opinion, I mean, it's got to be Aaron Judge. I mean, listen.
Thank you.
Baseball players are going to fucking sweat. If you're going to put a rosin bag out there and you're going to mix it with sweat, then you need to understand what's going to happen when those two things mix.
Where else is he supposed to use it? It's meant to dry you.
No,
You're basically putting baby powder on a wet ass.
Like, it's one of those things that's just so goddamn stupid. But has there been genuinely a week that's gone by in baseball where something utterly dumb just hasn't happened? Like, have we had one interesting week of baseball where we're like, wow, I can't believe nothing obscure has happened?
Yeah, about 4 weeks ago when we did that podcast, I'm like, wow, nothing really happened this week.
And it's been 4 weeks. Like,
wow.
We almost need a calendar to
days
have, like,
accident.
Days since baseball has kicked itself in the ass. We'll be wiping off zeros and ones more times than we can.
We're looking at 28 and then.
Yeah, like,
damn it!
It's going to be nonstop, man. Fucking. That's just how she fucking goes sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, Listen, do we think this was one of the more prolific suspensions in sports? Or, I should say, baseball recently? Not necessarily. I mean, do we think it was warranted? I mean, 10 games for the Astros at this moment in time for Ronald Blanco, it means nothing. It's one start. They have a 6-man rotation. It's one start.
It doesn't.
You didn't even punish him. You gave him an extra rest.
Like, if you were so set on giving this dude a suspension, you got to wait until the glove comes back with some kind of evidence that it's not a mix of rosin and sweat. If you're just jumping right out and being like 10-game suspension without any proof that it's not that, then you're completely you're bending your own rules.
You see what this is here? Vagisil.
Yeah.
Like,
rub a little snot on the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking
Major League, dude. Like, you just don't see Briscoe. You just don't see shit like that anymore. But also, I mean, do you really think it was more? Maybe. You don't trust the Astros. They have that checkered past. It took the White Sox, 100 years?
Yeah, something about that.
It is what it is. Buddy, it's been a week. Not necessarily a good week. Not necessarily a bad week. Been a good week for the Phillies. Not tonight. How do we surmise and end this week?
For my final thought, I got 2. I saw something that was very funny and also very insane to read. Aroldis Chapman's fastball in May has been the slowest it's ever been of his career.
Really?
Now, for some pitchers, you would think that'd be low 90s, maybe high 80s. Aroldis Chapman's slowest fastball
Ever?
is 96 miles an hour.
That's the
96.
slowest he's ever thrown. Or is it an average?
That is the slowest he's thrown his fastball.
Holy shit.
For the month of May, it is down to 96 miles an hour. And people are sitting here like, I can't believe how hard he's fallen off. Do you know how many pitchers in the league can't hit 96? Aaron Nola can't hit 96. The only time Aaron Nola hits higher than his average is when he's facing his brother. All right, so let's jump off the man's back.
Bingo, that's a slam dunk from Jay. Yes,
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, this is his flu game. Yes.
And
you nailed that one.
So that's my first point. The second point is, and we're going to talk Phillies again. I am so goddamn tired because of the flu and because of this. I'm tired of people saying, well, the Phillies are a fluke because they haven't played anyone good. PSA, you want to know why we haven't played anyone good? Because there's no one in the league that's better than us. Who's better than us? No one. How can we play good teams when we're at the top of the fucking food chain? Do you know why we're playing bad teams? Because everyone else sucks. Get used to it.
I'm going to just build off that. I'm going to build off that for my final thought. Because that is the best way to end this. Because I'm tired of exactly what you said. They only are beating under 500 teams. They're fucking supposed to.
No.
In baseball, you're supposed to. As of right now, at this very point, with their record, they can go 500 for the rest of the year and still be a 90-win team. Eat all of the animal turds on the street in the town if you honestly think that that's an issue. Please. They can win 90 games easily. Make a wild card. And do what they do best. Have anal sex with the Braves. Protected and with lube and consent.
All right, there we go.
Yes, except, unfortunately, we won't get Strider.
That's fine.
But, yeah, it's fine, because we get Sale now.
Nah, don't worry me that much.
No, he'll have a Band-Aid on something by the end of the year.
By the end of fucking June, let's be honest.
I've never met someone who can fall apart like Minecraft more than him. Like, 2 quick hits like a skeleton. Ooh, ooh. And he's just down. And I see no reason to care about who the fuck they're beating. Let them beat everyone. Who cares? Let them play 500 against all of the good teams that you need them to play against. Tell me who are the good teams. Are they even on our schedule? Of course we play the Braves. Of course we play the Braves.
Yeah.
It's in our division. And no one else in our division is a good team.
I know for a fact we don't play Milwaukee until June. And
we play the Red Sox and Yankees just about every single year, correct?
I believe so.
Yeah. I mean, we play every single team now. So.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I totally forgot about that.
Forgot about that, too. Because, I mean, fuck it. We got to play everyone. So what does it matter? We got to play everyone. You have to play everyone.
Yeah,
Are you forgetting that? Who cares? You're supposed to beat the bad teams.
Isn't that what we always talk about? Is that if this team just beats the bad teams, we're good. And then when we beat the bad teams, everyone else is like, well, they haven't played anybody. They just play bad teams. Guess what, dude? You're supposed to beat the fucking... When you're losing to the bad teams, you have a fucking problem.
We're also playing teams that are underperforming as well.
I mean, holy fucking shit, dude.
A majority of the league is underperforming.
Yes. The Astros are in 4th place.
Yes, and we haven't even played them yet.
Like, God, oh my Lord.
Up until the beginning of this week, the A's... the beginning of... I said middle of last week. That's what I mean. Middle of last week, the A's were overperforming. We beat the shit out of the White Sox because everyone has.
Except
if you
for the
haven't, but like honestly, like what does this city need to do to make anybody happy?
We're never going to make anyone happy.
I understand that. But in true Philly fashion, we played down. We played down to the lesser competition. The Eagles lost to the fucking Jets.
Can we not talk about that right now?
I know. Put it this way. I don't remember the next day.
I mean...
I don't solve my problems with drinking. But that night...
That was a bad night.
I had to solve something. I was like a private eye trying to figure out how to fix something. And I didn't know what to fix. So I hit a few bottles.
I mean, my favorite thing about this whole thing is that, like, for years and years, we begged this fucking team, stop playing down your competition. There's no reason that you need to lose a series to the fucking Marlins.
But also, Jay,
Jesus
before you keep going, it's not just this team. It's this city.
It's all...
Every Philadelphia sports team plays down to their competition.
Yeah, I'm just keeping on the track of fucking baseball.
Absolutely. But track record, that's the whole city as a whole. Right now, we are doing something that is unprecedented in this city. We are playing above everyone. I know we haven't played the over 500 teams. The last 2 over 500 teams we played, or 500 or better, were the first 2 series of the year. Guess what? Keep fucking rolling.
Yeah,
Keep fucking rolling.
We didn't make the schedule. We didn't tell the White Sox to fucking sell. We didn't tell the Marlins to switch general managers. We didn't tell the Mets to fucking... to
beat the Mets?
Up a bunch of guys and hope that they all fucking mesh. Like, we didn't run other teams and tell them to suck when the Phillies come to town. Like, we're playing...
Wait, hang on. In fairness, I think this was JD Martinez's best series of the year.
Oh, well, congratulations to him.
I'm just saying it's they didn't sell. They just picked up actually a star DH. I still think he's a great DH.
I'm
But
not saying
the
he's
thing
not,
is,
but
like, we're not facing only peanuts teams. These are teams that are underperforming.
yeah.
Anyone who's bitching doesn't understand baseball or understand sports. Let these teams cook. Let this team cook.
Yeah, I mean, oh my god, dude. Were the Dodgers getting this much fucking hate when they were running through everybody?
No,
Were the
because
Braves getting this much hate?
their fans have a different social media that us common folk don't have. And I'm talking about
Okay.
celebrity fans. It's a not Facebook. They had Meta before we had Meta.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just fuck the elite.
I'm right there with you.
Well, I think it's time that we hit the hay and we wait for another day of baseball and just move it on. So let's see what happens this week. And I really hope Joe really had some interesting things to say. I wanted to listen to him, but I just wanted to keep talking to you.
I appreciate that, buddy.
So we're just going to put that one as a Joe was good. We
Joe
love
was
Joe.
great. I did listen to the clip a little couple day or so ago, and my man was hitting some fucking facts. And
Joe's one of the smartest baseball people we know. We love that kid.
Hopefully we get another surprise appearance next week. But
Yeah.
until that time comes, I'm Jay. That's Rich. This has been Drunks on the Pond. Remember, go to the socials, check us out. We're on the gram. We're on X. We're on just about anywhere you want us to be. Remember, guys, subscribe and stay tuned for more.
Stay drunk. We love you.
Cheers.